I really want to, especially because we were on the subject of me talking about like 4chan hate threads. There's a part of me that really wants to just talk to you about that time when I called bunny girls in Final Fantasy XIV Nazis. Because that's another thing that I came across when I came across one of these hate threads. Was okay, so most of them were talking about how they wanted to see immigrants kind of like cuck me with my wife. That's most of what these hate threads saying, but there's always one or two people who are like, oh yeah, Tally thinks that bunny girls in Final Fantasy XIV are literally Hitler. And this is like something that people genuinely believe about me now. It's something that is out there, and it's something that I can guarantee when people are having a conversation about me online, which, you know, they do a surprising amount considering I'm a tiny creator who doesn't really do anything. Someone guaranteed will mention that I compared or said bunny girls were Hitler. Literally Hitler. And I feel like I'd like to address this. Because, you know, I feel like I addressed it at the time, but I feel like it's good to address every now and then, because it's something that people genuinely believe, right? People genuinely believe. People who, you know, okay, so like a lot of people are predisposed to dislike me anyway. I'm hated by a lot of people who I'm glad that I'm hated by. Like I was saying, on these Reddit threads and stuff where they're talking about immigrants having sex with my wife and stuff, I'm really glad that these outrageously, obviously racist people don't like me. So I'm always pretty happy about that. But like generally, if normal people don't like me, I like it to be for something that I've done rather than something I haven't done. So here are some really good reasons why you shouldn't like me. I've got a really annoying voice. I've got a very annoying face. My hair is terrible, very bad hair. Well, the plot twist is that she is the actual immigrant having sex with me. Exactly. My videos are very specific in their humor, and lots of people don't understand the humor in my videos, and that's a very good reason to hate me. I am very easily triggered on stream by trolls. I think that's a fair reason to criticize me, although I've been working on that. I'm very slow at making videos, and I kind of refuse help, which is incredibly, like, stubborn, and I could make everyone's life easier if I just kind of, you know, did what other creators do and get people to help, but I don't like doing that. I am a little bit judgmental, which is something I'm trying to work on. Although I will say that having a kid makes you a lot less judgmental. I used to be quite, like, much more judgmental than I am now. But having a kid, it just makes you realize that, you know, kids are all different, right? And you can never judge a parent by what their kid is like, really. If one kid is talking and another kid isn't talking, it's nothing to do with the parenting 99% of the time. And that in itself, I'm realizing that has made me a lot less judgmental, just generally. So I'm not as judgmental as I used to be, but I am still judgmental, you know? Like, if I see someone playing a Venthyr monk, pretty judgmental about that person. I don't particularly like dogs. That's a really good reason to hate me. I like dogs just fine, but I don't love dogs like a lot of people do. I'm much more of a cat person. Oh, Venthyr is good for Mistweaver. If I see someone playing a Mistweaver, I'm very judgmental. I didn't say I don't like dogs, Twin Flammable. Okay, this is how the internet works, right? New fucking hate thread. Taliesin hates dogs. No. Dogs are lovely. I like them. I like them very much. But I've always been a cat person. I've always lived in cities, and, you know, I had a cat when I was young that got eaten by a tramp. Have I not told you about when my cat got eaten by a homeless person? My cat went missing one day, and I lived in Hammersmith by the flyover. And our cat went missing, and we just all assumed that it had been run over. But it soon became apparent that everyone's cat had gone missing, and over the course of like a month or so, everyone's cat on the street kind of went missing, and there was like a billboard at the end of the street, which was like on legs or whatever. And one day, the police kind of arrested a homeless person who was living behind the billboard. Which is a bit shit. I don't think you should arrest homeless people, to be honest. But when they did that, they discovered loads and loads of cat skeletons where he'd been living, because he'd been catching and eating all the neighbours' cats. Yes, hate me because I don't love dogs as much as everyone else seems to, although I like them just fine. What are other reasons to hate me? Can I get some suggestions in chat? What are some like genuine reasons to hate me? Because there are loads. There are so many I can't even like think of them. You know, they're too overwhelming for me. You don't like Coldplay? Yeah, hate me because I don't like Coldplay. I'm Welsh? Yeah, hate me because I'm Welsh. Although, you know, that's just jealousy, obviously. I'm a Blizzard shill, of course. Yeah, hate me for that. Hate me because I say nice things about like Blizzard games sometimes. I play a Disc Priest. Same criticism, honestly. You have a hot wife, quite a good reason to hate you. Yeah, like, okay. Purely, you know, I have a job that I definitely don't deserve. And I have a wife that I definitely don't deserve. I have a pretty nice life that I definitely don't deserve. These are all reasons to genuinely hate me. You're a cheese snob. That's absolutely right. I am absolutely a cheese snob. Yeah, I'm the kind of idiot that cares about cheese. That's a really good reason to hate me. You give off mad Boss Baby vibes. Yeah, hate me because the only film I've ever seen is Boss Baby. That's a really good reason to hate me. You know? I personally think there's no reason to see any other films except Boss Baby, but I know that that's an opinion that a lot of people agree with, so fair enough. You don't like Sprouts. I hate Sprouts. Hate me for that. You like Rise of Skywalker? No, that's a lie. I hate Rise of Skywalker. It's a very bad movie, but maybe that's a reason to hate me. I don't know. So those are all genuine reasons not to like me, and I think that's fair. If anyone doesn't like me for those reasons, that's genuinely very, very fair. What I'm saying is there's no reason to make up reasons to hate me, right? No reasons to make up reasons to hate me. And yet, there is like a whole kind of school of thought on the internet, like a genuine belief that I had a meltdown about bunny girls in Final Fantasy XIV and called them Hitler. Now, there's a couple of things that are wrong about this story. And I don't know, maybe we'll look at some evidence, right? One, I'm not offended by bunny girls in Final Fantasy XIV. Those of you who were in the chat at the time will know that, you know, I was just like, when it comes to Final Fantasy XIV, someone asked me whether I like bunny girls in Final Fantasy XIV, and I was like, personally, they're not really my sort of thing. Like, personally, for me, they just look like Playboy bunnies, right? And obviously to a whole bunch of Japanese people, they won't look like Playboy bunnies because they don't have that association. But I'm from the West, I'm from this country where, you know, the Playboy bunny is quite a ubiquitous kind of like thing in culture. And you see like a busty, like thin woman in scanty clothes with like, you know, porn star hair, wearing bunny ears, and you're like, oh, that looks like a Playboy bunny, right? I think a lot of people in the West would think that. So, like, through no fault of the game, I have connotations with Viera that make me think a thing that I'm not supposed to think, I don't think, in the original design. And also, like, you know, the fact that they were only female when they were first released, and you know, that starting armor is very sexual. And for me, personally, I'm not saying it shouldn't be, and I'm not saying it's bad or wrong, you know, but for me, porn star hair, what does that mean? It means, like, Viera hair is definitely porn star hair, man. There's lots of, like, curly, kind of, like, very, kind of, like, wavy curled hair, and like, okay, maybe we've got different definitions of that, but it doesn't matter anyway. Look, I play a Highlander, right? I play a Thylander. Now, the reason I like Thylanders is because they are fucking nails. This is a badass looking woman, and that's what I was looking for. And I think it's great that there are kind of like sexier women for other people, and I think that's great. Why not? I think it's even better now there are men as well, by the way. But yeah. And so I wasn't saying they were bad. I wasn't saying to take them out of the game or anything like that. I was answering the question, like, do you like Viera? And I was like, for me personally, I probably wouldn't play one because I find them a bit sexualized, you know? And, you know, like, if I was playing the game in front of my parents or whatever, I'd probably be a bit embarrassed if I was playing, like, a Viera. They'd be like, yo, Tally, what game are you playing? And I'd be like, I'm playing popular MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. They're like, oh, let's see. And I'd be like, Now, that's not to say that you should be embarrassed, or anyone should be embarrassed by the Viera. And by the way, we're talking about purely the character creation thing, because the Viera in-game are completely different from that. The Viera in-game are cool, forest-dwelling, like, very clothed, awesome, like, fighters and stuff like that. So I'm talking purely from, like, a character creation point of view here. And, you know, my mum would be like, why are you playing a bunny girl? And I would just feel a tiny bit, like, embarrassed by that. But, you know, it's my issue. And I was just answering the question. So one, I'm not against bunny girls. 2, I've actually, like, I'm even less against them now after playing Shadowbringers, because they're really awesome in that game, and they're really cool. Secondly, I didn't call them Hitler. Chat being chat, and I am very easily baited by chat, I know this, so they kind of pushed me on this, and they were like, well, you know, Taliesin, other games are much worse. So what I said was, and I admit it was a bad analogy, but what's funny to me is that it's the completely opposite analogy that people are saying that I made. Someone said something along the lines of, you know, other games sexualize like women characters much, much more. And I responded by saying, I don't, like, that doesn't invalidate anything I'm saying. You know, I don't care about other games. I'm talking about this game, right? And I made a dumb analogy, which was dumb, but I said, like, you know, just because something else is worse, it doesn't make the other thing less bad, right? So, like, you know, you go, oh, my neighbor killed his family. And then it would be like you saying, oh, well, Hitler was worse, killed more people. Which is a dumb analogy, but it was in the middle of a stream. People say dumb things on the stream. But also, categorically, that is not comparing bunny girls to Hitler. What I'm comparing bunny girls to in that sentence is my neighbor who murdered their family. In this analogy, the bunny girl is not the Nazi. The bunny girl is not Hitler. The bunny girl is one thing, and what I'm doing with that analogy is I'm literally pointing out how stupid it would be to compare a bunny girl to Hitler. I'm saying the literal opposite of comparing a bunny girl to Hitler. I'm literally showing how stupid it would be to compare a bunny girl to Hitler. But people hear the word Hitler and they're like, so yeah, it was a dumb analogy and it didn't make my point very well, but it is the opposite of saying that bunny girls are Hitler. And so what people do is when they share this lie online, do you like cat girls more than dog girls? I'm a cat person, you know. And I always say that's why me and Evie get on so well, is because I am 100% a dog. I am a puppy. I'm like enthusiastic and I'm stupid and I'm like very loving and I'm very energetic and I get very excited about things. I'm very much a puppy. I've always been called a puppy throughout my entire life. And Evitel is very much a cat. She doesn't give a shit. And I like cats, so I like her, and she likes dogs, so she likes me. Annie! I've missed you. I missed you so much.
Hi.
How are you feeling, darling?
He's good.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
A cracker.
You got a cracker, yeah. Oh, thank you. That's so nice.
Hi, Stream.
That is so yummy.
Hi.
I see.
Hi, Stream.
He said hi, Stream. Can you say Twitch Prime?
Yeah.
I bet you can. Go on, say it. Say Twitch Prime.
Fine.
You heard the boy. Prime. He looks so Slav in his tracksuit. I love him.
American
Yeah,
boy.
you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Thank you.
Daddy hat.
Oh, thank you.
Daddy hat.
Do you like my hat?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Yeah.
Excuse me, that's Mummy's hat.
Yeah.
Mummy cuddle.
Mummy cuddle? Oh, okay. You've bored of me now. I'll come
Mummy
down and see.
cuddle.
I started stream early today, so I can come and see you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Oh.
I love you, Annie. Mwah. I love you.
Bye, Stream. We'll see
I
you
love you very
guys.
Annie carrying the stream. Yeah, seriously. So anyway, going back to what we were saying, one of the things, there are plenty of reasons to hate me. A lot of people hate me for this thing, which I didn't even say. So what a lot of people do is, they say that I said that bunny girls are Nazis. And another thing they do is, whenever they say this, as proof, they put in a video of me reacting to someone who said that I said bunny girls were Nazis. So let's find this, actually. It's probably one of my most watched clips. Here we go. Fine, but you did just equate bunny girls to literally Hitler in magnitude of severity. You fucking prick. You fucking arsehole. You fucking disingenuous Fuck you. Fuck you, Grimpy the Ace. You fucking lying fucking No, I fucking didn't, you piece of fucking shit. Fuck you for saying that. Fuck you, you absolute fucking idiot. Fuck you, you c***. Fuck you for saying that, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you. Get the fuck out, you prick. Fuck you. You did just equate bunny girls to literally Hitler in magnitude of severity. Listen to you. Listen to your fucking words, you absolute prick. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get the fuck out, you prick. Get the fuck out, coming onto my fucking chat and telling fucking lies like... So, yeah, not my finest moment. I'm willing to admit. But I was very angry at that person for telling a lie in my stream. And coming on and saying that I had equated bunny girls to Hitler, because I categorically did not do that. I literally did the opposite of that. And when people coming and telling you that you've called something Hitler, which you haven't, it's a bit upsetting. You're right, it was very shortly after that I promised to cut down on using the C word on my stream. Yeah, it was very shortly after that stream. But it wasn't actually that event. I'll tell you what made me stop saying the C word on stream. Was someone DM'd me after a stream and was like, I find it very upsetting when you use the C word, and I think you go over the top on it a bit. And I was like, do you know what? That's perfectly fair. I think I'm just going to cut down on using it. Simple as that. This person lied about me saying that bunny girls were Hitler. Which I didn't do. I said, well, you know what I said, and I didn't say that. So I was just a bit annoyed at that person, and I did unload on them, because, you get a bit sick of people kind of, lying about things you say, right? And the thing that I find really funny is that people... When they say I see this a lot in threads, right? When I stumble upon this stuff, and that's the reason I don't make any videos, is because I'm just Googling my own name all the time, every single day, and it takes a long time to filter out the much more famous Taliesins and get to the stuff about me. So it's like a big endeavor. It takes a lot of my day. What I'll find is someone will say something in the course of a conversation. Someone will say something like, "Oh, Taliesin said that bunny girls are Hitler." And someone else would be like, no, what, really? And the other person would be like, yeah, no, seriously. And what they'll do is they will share this clip as proof. And that's usually enough proof for people, right? So to prove that I said that bunny girls are Hitler, what they do is they share a clip of me getting angry with someone for saying that I had said that bunny girls are Hitler and saying that wasn't true, which is a bit weird, isn't it? Here's a video of Taliesin getting angry with someone and calling them a liar because they said that that's what he said. Yeah, exactly. And the really weird thing is, that's usually enough proof for the person. The person shares this video, and the person who asked the question is like, oh yeah, he did. Wow. Yeah, wow, he really did call bunny girls Hitler. Wow, look how angry he is. Oh, I wouldn't have thought he'd say that about bunny girls, but there we are. And so for me, it's this really interesting kind of, not experiment, obviously, but this example of how you can say something is proof, and it doesn't even have to be. You can present something as if it's proof of something. And the mere act of sharing something, the actual proof doesn't have to be there, because this isn't proof that I said that bunny girls were Hitler, because there isn't any, because I didn't. But it's a video that someone's sharing, right? So it's proof, even though it's not proof of the thing at all. And it's really weird. It's and that's what I find incredibly interesting about the situation. Yeah, and you see it time and time again. It's really interesting. There's little memes and stuff going around about it as well. Let me very quickly just I don't want to dox anyone, even on Twitter. I don't want to send a Twitter mob after anyone or anything. I know you guys wouldn't, but I don't want to be in a situation where it could even happen. But this is an exchange. This is the first thing that came up when I googled that. Will he have another meltdown over bunny girls being literally Hitler? To which person B says, wait, someone molded over bunny girls? Person A says, yeah, Taliesin compared them to Hitler during a stream and then had a major melty when someone in his chat pointed out how fucked up that comparison is. Person B says, why would he compare them to Hitler in the first place? Person A says, I don't know, there's something wrong with English champagne socialists that makes them utterly delusional and prone to melties. So I think this person might have an ulterior motive for disliking me there. I think that person might have a political motive for disliking me personally. Oh, here it is. Here's the meme I was looking for. Wait. So here's the meme, and I find this like really funny as well. This is the same mood, right? So here's the meme, and in this meme, they literally quote me as saying, there are worse games out there, isn't a good excuse. And then they quote me saying, I can't believe my next door neighbor murdered his entire family. Well, you know, Hitler was worse. So like literally in this meme, they have me saying the thing which is saying the opposite thing to saying that bunny girls are Hitler. But that doesn't matter. It's so weird. They literally show the thing that has me saying the opposite of that, but that's proof that I said the thing. Also, very interestingly, what they do then is they have my melty, right? So your taste preference is fine, but you did just equate bunny girls to literally Hitler in magnitude of severity. And then what they've done is they've just had me saying fuck and C word a lot. But what they've done is they've taken out all the times I called him a liar. The word liar isn't in here once. And we just watched the clip, right? We saw me call him a liar a lot. So this is the first time I'm actually noticing this bit about it. What they've done is they are literally taking out the word liar from this meme. So it looks like I'm not actually saying what he said is wrong. Oh, there is one. Sorry, I take it back. You piece of fucking shit. Oh, line 3. Oh, you fucking lying fucking Okay, no, I take it back. I take it back. Sorry, everyone. But he's cut out many other versions of me saying it. Yeah, he has cut out me calling this guy a liar, apart from this one time, which I think he must have just forgotten. That's so interesting. Yeah, and that's what people do. People share like the video of me shouting at that guy and calling him a liar. They share that meme and stuff as like proof that I called like they literally share the bit where I'm saying the opposite of that, and that's proof to them. It's so weird, but that's like just a generally accepted thing now. Do you think the creator of the meme did so knowing how disingenuous it was or nah? Well, do you know what? I wouldn't have been able to say either way until I noticed that they'd purposely cut out me calling him a liar from a lot of the quote. So now I'm willing to say it's probably disingenuous. I mean, it's wrong either way, right? But the fact that they literally changed the quotes so I didn't call him a liar so much, that makes me think it's probably disingenuous. Loads of people on the internet think that I think that bunny girls are literally Hitler, which I don't. I think bunny girls are cool. They're fine. I wouldn't play one myself personally because I play Thailander and these girls rock. I'd probably play a cat girl if I didn't play a Thailander though. So I've got nothing wrong with like sexy characters, right? Nothing wrong with sexy characters. I love sexy characters. They're cool. That's one of the reasons I like Final Fantasy XIV is because everyone is hot as fuck. Ain't no one hotter than the Row though. They're the hottest of all. But not everyone can be as hot as the Row. And yeah, I think it's awesome that there are cat girls and bunny girls in 14. Don't worry, most people have never heard of this. Oh yeah, no, I know. But still, it's just really weird because like it's genuinely something that people think of me now. Like some people. And, you know, those are big, like, you know, people fucking hate me on the Pyro forums. Maybe that's what inspired him to say my wife was a bitch because he thought he could get away with it.